just a second. Make sure something is alright. Anything? Alright. Hello. Let's stop. Other one doing better. And I'm still getting text for some reason. Give me a second on that. Alright, I'll be right back. Give me a second. Alright. I'm done with all that. As long as this doesn't completely mess up, we'll be fine. I redeem the stream a day other than Saturday. I don't know about that. Because I don't know when I would stream just yet, and I have a lot of things coming up these next few days. I don't know if I should have something so I use the Zoroark thing either. Oh, I forgot. Edit. Tags. Speed printing. There it is. But yeah, until until it's the beginning of May, I'm going to be doing a good amount of things. Don't take my spear. Don't do it. Okay. My controller disconnected. Oh no. Let me get my phone charger and just plug it in. And then, and not when I was walking into the door. Nice. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I want to use the Zoroark model. We'll see. For now. Oh boy. Well, we were able to finish a run after I left. Come on. Oh, you're connected. It's not connected. Nice. But yeah, there's a lot of small specific things with anytime you're going through Hunter. Anytime you're going through Sky Islands as Hunter, that the firecracker plant I pointed out specifically is something. Your RNG be evil. If you have a bad cycle, it can be bad, but if you know the glitch to get by the last section, it can be okay. Why aren't you trying to connect? What are we killing? We're killing Moon, and we're killing a Leviathan. Not getting any response from the device. Nice. Controller is unhappy. Controller's But yeah, so I'm gonna be finishing that up. Currently I have the biggest print I've ever done going right now. That being a Garchomp for 15 hours. Honestly, longer than it should, but I intend to do some work after I'm done streaming. Or maybe just do Hunter or Survivor Pilgrimage for a while. That would be fun. Nice spear. I feel like I can just hear the vulture. But yeah, I duplicated the neuron, as you may or may not kinda see. So we can revive her twice. I'm gonna try to revive her twice in the same cycle, specifically. What happened to the egg bug? Why are those things twirling so fast? Whoa. Huh. They just... I don't know what made them twirl so fast, but they do not stop when they're in water. Spin faster. Yes! Natural motion. This is how energy was made. Ah! Get off me. That was unfortunate. I didn't see that man at all. Did I pause at the perfect moment and I'm just not dead? Or did he go somewhere else? I think he's coming out somewhere else. What's actually happening? I don't think... I thought the Dropwig lived somewhere else, too. Huh. Usually don't see this Dropwig in this room either. It's usually in the one on the left, but I forgot it existed. It's not even coming out itself. I almost feel like a leech is what brought it into the shelter. I don't know. Wait a little bit. And now I'm done. The fact that none of us came out is the weird part to me. Droplet probably killed the egg bug. Weird spot. Don't take my spear, thank you. If they're full-on spears, they won't take it off your back. You know, you never really notice it when you're first thinking about it, but the garbage worms, when they go back and hide, or really you come back later or whatever, they come out of slightly different locations. Not always the same every time. Excuse me? What's happening with this leash? This Dropwig is extremely annoying. I've never had him over here before. It's interesting. Sponsor friend, I know that, but normally he's in the room with the garbage worms. Is what I'm saying. He doesn't usually stay in that room. And now he's just like a combat Dropwig because he gets triggered by literally everything. Which I have not had a problem with before. Although I don't really go here that often. As Hunter. Guess who's gonna lose the neuron? This guy. Why? Jellyfish are always stupid right there. So we want these bat flies for the Leviathan kill. Is what I'm thinking. But which Leviathan do I want, though? There's bat flies here, too. I suppose the room to my right has a Leviathan. But we'll see. We're getting monk. Which one lizards did I get? Orange. Orange and blue. That makes sense. I realize my problem with this area. Why does it feel like it's double spawned? What? Specifically held the wing out. I felt like I was getting a bit more boost than usual when I was jumping there. Right, clear over there, isn't it? I didn't even hear the sound of me picking up the spear. Easily. There's a slope here I can use. Doesn't really look like it. Okay. Perfect. How do you... Why? Oh my goodness. just so barely possible that it's ridiculous. Game is not happy. I'm noticing it's just lagging and I'm not moving very far by any means. I see a spear in the water. Probably best if I don't really go for that one though. Rock from the random grab. That a spear? Kinda looks like it. Never realized how many bat flies there were in Shoreline. These are linked now, but alright, now we just need a Leviathan. That's not good. Lucky. Oh, we're back here. I didn't realize this loops this well. Spears right there. Still nice. No. We really don't want to pass them. The worst part about this. Does this go down? Leviathan might be able to show up there, but really. And this goes this way. Realize how annoying this was. And there's more down there. Those appeared on that side that time. Look down here real quick while I keep those spears there. Leviathan, but they can show up here, I'm pretty sure. Maybe I should just go to a different shelter. The there you are. The three-choice shelter would be an interesting one. Keep checking for slopes, but it's not going to show up. Really don't want to deal with this right now. I don't fully understand why you can't throw the spear off your back sometime, but it's fine. Now, I'm gonna be off to the side there, the direction I should go. I'm gonna keep this Neuron in here. I need to get food quickly. You will do. Nice. And it's lagging. Die eventually. He's pretty unhappy. I'll try this again. Okay, that worked out well. This way, I forget. No, let's not go that way. Oh, interesting. Now I just gotta get back without dying. Please stop blocking me. Good to know that they can go in this room, even if he gets out somehow. Okay. And this should work. No, it did not. Probably left the room. Opportune time. Leave this here. Try this again. Come on. Should have worked. Just make sure real quick. Man, that's annoying. Yep. Put two of the bodies away. Good, he's still here. Please don't do that. Okay, it should come with us now. Hopefully we get lucky. Ow. Okay. Isn't good. Man! Normally they aren't that sharp with that too. It was in a perfect position. It just, of course he did. It's acting like he didn't sit here. Didn't go back immediately. Strange place for the salamander. It's not that strange. But still. How do them work, huh? Okay. This guy's here again. Good. Yeah, that got it. Oh, this. I didn't even realize that connected there. Gonna grab him? I'm just sitting there. Might have left the screen. Reset this real quick. Hopefully he shows back up. A lot of spears today. Just go to the left. He's not. Need to wait for this guy to show back up. Come on, Leviathan. You're a threat theme. Ooh, here we are. Ooh, aggressive today. Okay, that should have worked. Okay, it auto-closed it for me. That probably worked. I'm in the wall. Yeah! That was cool. Now I know how to do that, too. That doesn't look right. Oh, man. He said tends to fall off to the left, too, which works out really well. We got a little bit of outlaw because of that. Nice. Alright, moving on. Now we have to do the real kill. The one we've all been waiting for, also known as I'm going to try to revive Moon twice. There are spears in the wall. There are 2 spears in the wall. Oh, never mind. They're just right here. For some reason. Don't take my spears. Okay. Oh, don't do it. Ooh. I'll do it. My spear. Be a really bad place for a vulture to show up. Oh. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to go down there. Yeah. This cycle's terrible. I want a longer cycle for this one, just so I want to be able to unload Moon's room once I get there as well. Eh, good enough. We'll be able to do it. Get how both of the spears got put right there. Okay, he broke his down. Why is the jellyfish just up there? Why? That's not normal. I've never seen them not in the water. Okay, there's something messing with the water. Eh. Good. I couldn't turn around even though I was trying. Oh, now we get a good sign. I want to take a jetfish, but there's no good setup for me to get. Annoying that he even tried to grab me. No good setup for me to do it on dry land. I can still get it in the water. Oh, got pushed up there, I'm guessing. Weird. Where's that vulture going? Okay, looks like there. And they're on floats, even if this guy hits me. There's no threat theme, so there's no Leviathan. And now there's threat theme. Get in there. I'm gonna guess that Moon's room isn't loaded when I'm in that previous room way over there. I knew it didn't feel right. I want to try this way again. It's been a real long time. Oh, there's a spear up here too. I think I might be able to... Probably could have just jumped it from there. Probably do that with 2 spears. Very easily. Even 1. every day. Timer got the timer should be paused, but not exactly sure. We get to see what happens when she picks up the green neuron again. Did you do this? I did this. Get it, Moon. You can do it. He's still trying to get it, but it's floating in the air. Oh no! I don't think that's supposed to happen. I want to see her glitch out and just like break the game. Hello, Notia. How's it going? As you can see, game isn't happy. Pick it up. Oh, okay. She immediately drops it. Usual. Why is Moon in the water? I put down the duplicated green neuron, and she tried to walk to it to pick it up, and then it started floating in the air, and she couldn't get to it. Nice. But also, this time. Okay, now we did that. While in the same room, let's take it out of our stomach and throw it again. Nothing happens. Let's go away for a bit. So now I need to go far enough away so that this room unloads. And then we'll come back and see if we can revive her twice in the same cycle. Which is not what I did previously. Interesting. Alright. Now that we're in space, should be unloaded. Try to go back one more room, just sure. She picks it up and doesn't know what to say, so it doesn't say anything. Nice, I guess. Recognizes That is an item that isn't normal. Alright, made it all the way back there. Moon has to be unloaded now. So, as far as I'm aware, no TM both. I just have no idea how far away I would have to be. Like, it could unload when I'm halfway through the big room. But I think I need to be at least one more room away, and then I just keep going because I want to be sure. Like, it probably unloaded when I went into this room. Or went into the room I just came out of. You use dev tools, you can see it, but I don't use mods, so I don't know. I really don't. Okay. Get me out of here. Doodly doo doo doo. What you gonna do, Green Neuron? Oh, oh! Oh! Twice in one cycle! She's gonna say the line again, isn't she? More neurons! They're not pinging. Usually... Okay. This took a while. Say the line. Say the line. Hello. There's no music? I did this. I have no idea. Must have been gone for... Oh. I was gone for like 2 minutes. Oh, little creature, you are not well in the head. Why would you have done this? The cycle timer did not pause like it normally does. But that's fine. Probably could have made it to the other side. Yeah. Nice. Moon kill. Yes. And with that, I'm done with this run. Once I ascend here. Way to revive LTM without actually doing you got. I think you have a point there. I think next time. Yeah, that's not. I think next time it'll be good to know, knowing how it functions. Very important. But next time, if I have 2 neurons, I'm gonna give her one. I'm gonna walk away and unload the room, and I'm gonna come back and do it again while she's still alive. Maybe I'll do something. You won't? could just bring up the backup save that exists right now, but my game and computer is still slightly unstable. So bringing up old saves has been problematic, even though it shouldn't matter. Probably still there. Not gonna worry about it. Go up to entertain myself. Go up on the second to last one next time. Nice. We have the full cycle, so next time we can go all the way. Jellyfish respawned. Why? Because of the karma caching? Kinda weird. Oh, good. Literally nothing I can do about this. Hey! You mind, like, not doing that? Also, hey, you mind, like, not posting that in my chat? I should do the blacklisting of that link or whatever. Also, ice toe runs. I already forgot what I was going to ask. There's something specific. I pressed jump too many times. But I'm using the suppression that you suggested. Suppression method you suggested. I don't know if you can hear the printer that much. It's not really loud right now. But there's that, and Zoroark that I don't even know if I should use. Scares me, but also doesn't. Here, the printer, I think, yeah. I'm gonna angle that a bit more. I mean, I always thought it was pretty suppressed as it was and only really showed up when I was talking, but it sounded like you guys thought it was loud last week, yeah. I'm trying to go too fast. Messing that up. Seems like jumping off that pole because you're slightly in the water, you get boosted a lot higher than you should. Okay. Thank you, physics. Try to get this. Never mind. I wanted to get the fancy back throw stuff. You just bounce on top of me, I guess. But right when you mentioned it, Ice Toblerones, I activated I changed my suppression that I already had to the one that you suggested. Really don't think it changes anything. But I don't know. I had the default one on, and there was just the option for the other one. You made a big difference. Okay. I mean, did you have suppression on before? Oh yeah, someone pointed out. I think I remember actually finding this a long time ago, but there's a hazer up above there. You can see it when it moves around. Why would they do that? Why would you put that up there? You can't even get up there normally. Why are squids forever land bound? Back here, Jetfish. Oh, goodness! How long have you been there just watching Jetfish? Why are you swimming? You're bad at swimming. I'm gonna say, there's distinctly not a song playing. I forgot it's really quiet to start with. There's snails here, Hunter. Vultures can go in their room. Vultures can go in any room that's open to the sky. And there's a lot of them in Shoreline that you don't realize. You just don't see them because they don't often come down unless there's a creature that can be seen by the sky. And so often in those rooms like that one and a few others, they don't come down because nothing's just sitting out in the open. What am I seeing off to the left there? Is that just a jetfish, or is that another vulture? Oh, okay. You can, but you really, really need to know what you're doing. And you need to be prepared for it, really. And even then, they can still just hit you, of course. So nothing matters. And that I was half doing it earlier, but I pressed jump too many times in the water. You have to press jump in the water to be able to make it. If that makes sense. Because you need that extra boost. It's on Survivor? You're kidding. I always thought it was like 3 or 4. Why would you... I understand you don't want players just to go here right after Moon, but please. Why? Touch it for 3. And I guess that works. I don't exactly have the spear. Is the problem right now? Food's not the greatest issue right now. He dead, yo! What? Man, he must have got hit by the other jellyfish, the other jetfish so many times, and then just rolled bad and died in my hands after we did the section. It's just so weird. Yeah, that seemed like 4. You're right. I always thought it was 3. I mean, I know jetfish kill each other, but the fact that it died, like, afterwards, after a bit of time, it's just so funny to me. Why? Why? Who does that? Good cycle. We need karmic ash too. There's no fear of not being able to send. We're on cycle 2 right now. We could save once in Subterranean. If you ever save in Subterranean, it doesn't matter where you are, you can make it in Ascent. And so you should just, whatever run you're doing, and if you're scared, save on cycle 1. You'll make it. Where did the jetfish go? Did it clip out of bounds? Why is the song playing now? Why is my charger keep falling out of the controller? Now imagine if jetfish could kill you. What a world we would live in. Like, not in like the instant death way, in the Slugcat actually has a certain amount of health. And you slowly lose bits every time you get hit. Wouldn't that be weird if you had a health bar? You probably could do it. I mean, technically there is a health bar mod, but that is, you get a free out of jail card and lose a food tip. Yeah, you would I don't know if you could dye the snail turtles, but you could definitely dye the jetfish. Do I have chieftain? I don't remember. I was distinctly aiming the other direction. Yeah, that would be how that works. Obviously that wouldn't happen, but say you got hit by scavengers with rocks a bunch of times, and a jetfish hit you, which does like 1/8 of your health. It's a whole different thing to manage, and it's just like kind of scary. Woo! I think he was trying to be my friend because I think I picked that centipede up. Jetfish still down. That's what we were talking about. The jetfish died in my hands because it got hit by the other jetfish when we passed it. And then it was past the threshold, so it stayed alive in my hands until I made it out, and then it just died in my hands. I thought was hilarious. But yeah, the fish kill each other all the time. That one right there. What's up? Hello there. There's 4 of them. That one? I think that's one. That one might move? No. If you pop a popper directly underneath one, it will start moving. What is right here? Is that a bomb? Something red there. It's not flashing, so I'm guessing it's just another popper. But yeah, challenge. Kill red lizard with jetfish. Are you prepared for eternal pain? Someone's killed him with rocks. But that was like an empty test chamber that had nothing but rocks in it. So the red could literally not move as you hit it. Jetfish would be hard. If you could fill the whole room with jetfish, the jetfish would just keep killing each other, is the other problem. Like, the red's gonna bite one, and then the rest are just gonna kill each other. I don't like hearing the snapping. Please go away. That doesn't sound fun at all. The red with the rocks, though, you just get that eventually. But the jetfish one, there's no guarantee. And also, there's really nothing that you can do, really. Why is there a mole here? Mole lizard, no! They took him. No birds in the wall this time. I don't think any were leaving when we left. Never mind. I can hear. The mole, where's the spiders? Where's anything? Oh yeah, we've been here already. I forgot. Oh no! Murder! Murderer! Let's just sleep, because why not? That, you live? No. You were from earlier. We killed the Guardian to save, and then looped all the way around and came back. Alright, Sky. Done. Done with this game. All I really want... You know, one thing I did forget was I didn't set up a second OBS instant to record. I will set it up for when I get the score. Sorry about that later. Sure. Question if going off to the right would be faster. Coming from the shelter. I forget what the pathing is for that. Okay. Ah. Wait. Practice time. Maybe we do it on the next one up. Might be able to re-pick up the rock in that scenario because time slows down. Doing it again. Doing it again. I want it. Give it to me. There it is. That was good. The little tap on the corner, and then we actually uprated, which was the amazing part. You get the perfect roll in there. I think the back throw is just terrible. Hello, Milk. How's it going? Just in time for the statistics card. Is Backlog Night still streaming? I believe I saw you watching that thing. I was watching for a bit when I was eating right before I started stream. It was, I guess, an hour ago. Okay. Yeah, that didn't feel right. Good jump. Oh, we got it. And we have abolished them from existence. Beautiful. A lot of trouble getting that last jump. Well, if you have a spear, use the spear. But otherwise, it's kind of just believe, and then you get it. Really don't know what else to say other than that. Because what's happening is you're jumping, you immediately tap to the left while leaning against the wall. You jump, and then it still kind of thinks you're against the wall, so you can jump again. You need to throw whatever you're holding immediately when you do that first jump, because you want all that horizontal speed as early as possible. That's why I kind of say you have to believe, because you can't be hesitant with throwing what you have in your hands. You have to do it right when you start that first jump, and then you do the second jump in the air. And then I go into the wrong location. Pull the spear out for no reason. What am I doing? Those yellow spirit things are. There's nothing that you could really say other than void spawn. Spooky ghost. You could probably say they're a bunch of echoes of, so they're all kind of slug-like creatures or just other creatures that wouldn't really be considered to have any sort of brain. So you could say they accidentally went into the Void Sea and became echoes themselves, like the ancients did. Some of the ancients did. Regardless, whenever you talk lore about anything, everything's subjective. There is no actual truth to it. I think the developer themselves would tell you that. Like those flies when they ascend, yeah. Except like worms and stuff. That one's a tadpole. Doing it again. Let me back out. Getting this room is very important to me. And it ascends at a certain depth. I mean, that's because of coding limitations that are set by the developers. Because why would anyone want to... Why should anyone bring anything down there? If you didn't know, if you have any sort of rocks or anything, or you do Monkland with people, all the bodies, all the rocks, etc., will get stuck at a line about, like, right here. So if you get a bunch of rocks, throw it into the void, it'll make a neat little line. There. This is like a plus/minus 7 seconds thing for the split minutes. There's one room. Yeah. So look at my Monk Pebbles percent, and look at Hempamaz's Survivor's Pebble percent. And look at that room. This last room. Because the way he does it is so much better. It's not even like I do like that bad. There's just so much extra stuff that I don't do. I started the recording, but it keeps saying the encoding is overloading because of the void worms right now. Nice. I love that. So we should be able to get a general idea of where the... Because right now, my Google Excel sheet, that is like a score calculator, doesn't have garbage worms on it. And we didn't kill enough things to know where it is. But this probably isn't part of the rank time. Yeah. When Hempamaz and Ice Toadrons kept pushing everything, I was like... Before, it was just me... And then I didn't want to force anything on people who didn't really know what was happening. But what happened as October was a good change that needed to happen. Because void worms are stupid, and having an entire minute, literally an entire minute, I timed it, there's a video that you can just a variance between runs. Nothing of your own fault. Just because of void worms, and or because you're on keyboard and you can't swim fast enough comparative to control. Sounds like fancy drink. Just moving up in the world with their new branding change. Also, I'm noticing that the print doesn't look like it's changed whatsoever. Which is fine. It's a 15-hour print. I'm not gonna go fast. Alright, so if you didn't know, the end doesn't actually spawn until the void worm despawns. So I'm pretty sure you could just do nothing and it would still be just as fast. I don't know though. I would still try to keep up speed the whole time. Just I know that it only spawns when you start hearing the music and you can start seeing the gradient in the bottom right. So if you hear music, the end is there. If you're really looking for both of those things, you'll notice them. It's subtle, but it's also abrupt. What happens if you swim the opposite way? So this room is that we're in right now is a temporary room, as far as I'm aware. I don't really know the code exactly. I was just kind of told about it. It's not that big, and there's code so that the ending actually slowly gets closer and closer to you. Watch someone's playthrough where they just swim straight down. And you'll notice that despite them swimming straight down and should be like really far away, it's still going to be pretty bright and directly above them because it's slowly moving towards them after a time. It almost makes me think that it could be interesting. And it made me kept thinking before we changed the timings. What if we swam away from it for a bit, maybe just after we get off the void worm or something, so that we could abuse that. I don't think it forces you. Like, maybe we could set a thing where I don't think it makes like it can't force you into the end, but it might. I don't know how to explain that. I don't know what the code is exactly. I just know that it will stay, probably get closer. I think you have to be moving, but I might be wrong about that. Slimecube made a mod that makes the game run much faster than it normally does. So you could go down there, have it set it like 100 times, and then just see if it gets closer to you, and then move the opposite direction or move straight down, and see if it gets closer to you. Chris Johns. Faster railroad being rolled back in that code. Actually, though, I don't know. I mean, it's nice to theorize. if Monkland was working, but how would we set stuff up if Monkland was working? How would we do stuff like that? Because at the end of the day, multiplayer, like, team deathmatch frame world wouldn't be that good. Really wouldn't. I want crowd control now. I require crowd control. I will get it eventually, but after May the 5th or whatever, forget, sometime in May. Like a proper spear parrying or thing or roll dodge. I mean, there's always been a lot of things that I thought would be cool. It's just the concept of, say you have a spear in your hands, you don't throw it, but you don't like stab it like Lancer. You just like stiff both your arms out and you hit the thing in front of you to stun it. And maybe you can use that to parry spears. I thought that would be great. Like, just get rid of rocks. Or, I don't even know. But just have an alternative if you don't have rocks. Yeah. There's a lot of cases where something like that would just be interesting. It might even be useful. Like, you could make it actually part of the movement where you push off a wall, maybe. Captain Az said stuff and Rain World stuff. Interesting. I don't know. Just, I think a shove would be awesome. Because it's something to finally deal with things being next to you. And the fact that you have to actually just not have things in your hands at points is also a thing. Maybe you could beat people over the head with a rock. Imagine beating a scavenger to death with a rock. And like it does 0.25 damage. It gives you more options, is what I'm thinking of. Just off of how the game already works. Alright. It's time. Who's ready? I'm ready. Oh, we could have got Outlaw. Could have got Outlaw. Delivered payload only gave us 100, despite us reviving her twice in the same cycle. So Ice Toblerons, if you weren't there, I revived Moon twice in the same cycle by reviving her, leaving far enough away so she unloaded and revived her again. But the stuff we want to see is the kills for the Guardian, the Leviathan, and the Garbage Worm. Was the main thing. It's after the Guardian? What? Why? I thought that, wait. I thought the Leviathan was 25 points. I've been lying to people. What? Actually, wait, never mind. It just, never mind. For some reason, I thought the numbers next to it meant the points, but that's just the amount that we killed. Guardian was was the Garbage Worm 1.2 and I just not realized? I need to look at it again. I'm doing it again. I really want just a skip button so I can just see the points and don't have to watch this. The guards room should be one, yeah, but I wanna see it myself. So at this point, I have all the footage to make probably 2 videos. But I actually have to spend the time to make those things. That's the problem right now. That is the problem. Spent the time for the rigging of the basically VTuber thing because I knew I wouldn't have done it otherwise. 25, 1, okay. Jetfish is 4. Why is it after the Guardian? The Guardian doesn't have a symbol. That's why it's a square. Why is it after the, like, the bonus code to make sure that the game doesn't crash? They have square. It's not. That's not the reason. If you play Wing Cat and kill a cherub, it will have the same square, as far as I'm aware. Wing Cat. But also, it would be fitting. It's why it's hilarious that it is a square. Why am I getting text? I'm 40% on the print. Only 8:45. I'm thinking. Oh, that's. Thinking we do either Hunter or Survivor Pilgrimage. I'm gonna wipe the save just to make sure everything's fine. Game is unhappy. Actually, probably didn't. This might have been the one that got all the unlocks on. That might have been bad. I just did that. Yeah, it was the one with all the unlocks. No. Is it? Doesn't it keep the unlocks actually? Yeah, it does. Good. It better. Are we gonna see Red Lizard versus Squanchy Lantern Mice? Do we have the Jetfish? Yes. Yes. I must check something real quick. You know where I'm going. It's time, Jetfish. Your time is now. I'm not sure if they do damage out of water, actually. And they're not exactly coordinated. Oh, escape. It works. If you need proof that jetfish deal damage, clip that. Still have Hunter, right? Yep. Let me find splits. Will not be here. I moved them, and it broke everything, which was a little sad, actually. Now I have to remake all of my splits. I'm doing slowly. Also, I did notice that if you put your splits.io on speedrun.com, it will. Okay. It will show on live split for you to choose to run against. Layout, Hunter Pilgrimage, Hunter Pilgrimage Auto Splitter. If no, I set one of those up. Do this one for my splits folder. Okay. You put up a backup for that. I'm just moving folders so it's not in an annoying location now. That and it's good that I remake all my splits anyway, because all of them are garbage and mean nothing to me anyway. Let me save these splits and put the other folder. Annoyed at accident. Like the part where like, oh, let's save this pilgrimage file as a 100% file. But you're not. But now when you save it, you don't have that new file open. You have the one that you've had open already. So you overwrite everything on that one and not the one you just saved. What? Why? Why does it do that? You ever do that, close it out, and then reopen it? I think. Wow, these are the most bare bones auto splitter I've ever seen. We're not gonna have auto splitter on though. Actually, it's on right now. Oh, it's got. Oh, okay. It actually carried them over. Nice. Don't move that. This. Moving the title. Not glitch. Speed run. Hunter Pilgrimage Run. Yeah. Get out of my. There we go. Why is there bat flies here? That's interesting. Anything you ever said with Chris for? Yes. I don't know about on stream, but yes. If you needed to know that. I think if you've ever, yeah. Making sure you said heard you. But one case that you most certainly can remember is the one where you're in Phasmophobia. A lot of cursing. It's something that is noticeable, but it is not. When it comes to some other people I know, it is not really. So I wouldn't like entirely worry about it, but if you're just thinking about making it so that you're always not saying curse words, so that you don't accidentally do it on stream, then obviously you think about it. I'm getting pinged. Oh, that person's screaming now. And they're doing so fast. Oh, that's when it splits. Okay. We're really slow right now, but that's fine. Yeah, I know you want to have a full family-friendly stream, and I more or less have always kept it that way for my stuff. But if I'm going to be playing any game I want, not all games are family-friendly. Someone that's would be good to look at for like an example of stuff is like, I like Moon a lot, but he is not a good role model by any means. And someone who in a lot of ways almost feels like Moon in terms of community is Cole Carnage, COHH, I believe. I have not watched him in a while. He's good at what he does. Blue lizard there. Oh wait, I already ate. That's useless. You're lucky. What are you doing? You're switching modes, that kind of stuff. I don't have a mode that's like that, really. I know that at some point stuff's going to mess up. So I just didn't. That's kind of how I do things, I guess. I don't know. One thing that I keep noticing that's a problem, especially with like when we were playing Left 4 Dead, is that I get pretty angry, and I don't know if that's noticeable to you guys as much, but when I just think about some of the stuff that I say, I'm like, oh, just being angry in that situation just isn't, regardless of what you say. You've never really noticed it. I've been pretty angry. Like, I mean, I know, like, it's not like I don't like what anybody has done. Or anything. This is just like, wow, that was, oh. Just something just stupid happens from someone's part. charging up the side minutes. Yes. I mean, that's generally not the problems that I really have. More often than not, teams are very unbalanced. It feels like. That's why I kind of want more than just 6 that we normally have. We did most of, I think it's Blood Harvest map. Hardcore realism. And I like doing that a lot more because there's just like, yeah, we all know this is like ridiculous. Anyway, the fact that we get anywhere close is just amazing. That map is dumb. That map is so dumb. I don't know how to explain it. Just like, oh, it's have like just extremely heavily wooded area, a small path that you walk on, but everything's actually really open. And there's just stuff everywhere. But you can't see them. That's just the beginning. The rest of it's like, okay. Oh, that guy didn't really get scared. He kinda is scared. He's flashing. But... well, I've learned that. I should just keep going, but... from the beginning. So next time, I'm going all the way to the end. I wouldn't mind trying some different games. I mean, that... ooh. Do that. That depends what the games are. I still was thinking about Battlefront. I want to host a server for stuff. You got a problem, game? Running the old auto splitter? What's happening? Used to always deactivate, reactivate. I was thinking we could host a server for Left 4 Dead as one thing that can always be done. But yeah, Star Wars Battlefront 2, the old one, because we could probably run our own server with that. I think I talked to you about that. That's a cheap game, a game a lot of people already have. Still open to literally anyone joining such a thing. And in a game like that, if we get enough people, I probably would stream it. I wouldn't be in any sort of voice chat for some, but was there a setting to make it not do that? I don't remember if that was just a change or not. Also, I think I remember saying it, but achievements is spelled wrong in the auto splitter. I don't know if Hemphamez got that or not. He just hasn't updated it in a long time. Yeah, I don't know. That's a game. How many people playing a game like that? Star Wars Battlefront 2 Classic 2005. Supports 64 players. Oh yeah. Subterranean spelled wrong for a while. I mean, maybe you care, but I do not care in that case. This is why all of my names are literal garbage for the most part. And mostly exists just so I know what they are doing. Where did my splits go? Why was it? Okay. That's weird. Usually my stuff just says like, hey, you should go here next. This is usually what it says. Yeah, no. Star Wars Battlefront 2. A 64-player game, though. We would want a lot of people for something like that. And I don't know if we could get more than... We couldn't get more than 10 easily, is what I'm seeing. Fine now. Oh. I'm trying to screen. How's it going? Just, yeah, I don't know. That is something I'll definitely try out. But we do want people to show up. I probably would open it to the public. Compared it to the SCP server, open it to the public. I think next time, if we ever do SCP stuff, I'll open it to the public anyway, instead of just in server and have anyone invite anyone. Oh, my friends ghosted me. Oh no. I mean, they're probably busy with something. The end of April is not a fun time for any sort of work, whether it be schoolwork or any sort of job. These things happen. What are you talking about, servers? So my Discord server, which is linked, and if you do exclamation on Discord, it shows up. We generally try to do post games, and I'm thinking about doing Star Wars Battlefront 2 2005, not 15. See if I can set up a server for that, just to see how it goes. But I just want to see what people think first. I was asking Ice Rooms about that. And then previously I've set up SCP Secret Lab server, which went okay, but we did it completely private, so we generally only had 10 people at any given time. And I feel like we would only get about like 10 to 15. I mean, SCP was fun, but I wanted more people. That game is a bit messed up. Yes. I did my best to balance that game. I spent a lot of time on that. I don't have that game. I mean, SCP Secret Lab is free, but Battlefront 2 is like $5. And I haven't decided if I'm going to do it yet, because I still don't know how to actually set up a server for that. Secret Lab stuff was easy enough. The server provider was kind of sketchy, though. It was good to stop when we did, yeah. That 1 month rental was long enough. If we had, like, an excessively large amount of people, I wouldn't have stopped it, though. Noriana had his whole group of people, but they generally didn't show up, which was one of the other things. They showed up the first day. That was nice. But yeah, the point was I want to either try to host games for free games that everyone has, or really cheap games, and Battlefront 2 2005 fits 2 of those categories, where a lot of people have it, and it's cheap. Although most people had it on, like, PlayStation or something. Oh, didn't do the roll right. We're gonna have to go farther next time. Ooh, resort. You ever want to play PS2? I've only had Xbox. My brother had PlayStation, which I didn't really mess with. He loved Final Fantasy. That's all I know about PlayStation, really. I do wish I could play more Metal Gear Solid stuff, personally. And that's kind of why I kind of would have liked PlayStation. Because it was kind of on Xbox, but kind of not. It's kind of not on PC either, other than 5, as far as I can tell. Revengeance. I don't know. Middle of May, I'd love to do Revengeance. I don't even know what we would do. Like, I don't know about just trying to beat the game as fast as possible on a blind playthrough. Could do that. I do not care about that game, but I also think it's hilarious. That's why I would be okay with that. But do you remember Titanfall? I've previously speedrun Titanfall 2, and I still play the game every once in a while. So yes, I do remember Titanfall 2. Games Clarence, yeah. Yeah, I have a few people that I play Titanfall 2 with every once in a while. I haven't played it too much recently, but I'm probably going to kind of soon. But really like Titanfall 2. I really want to speedrun an FPS. And as much as I liked speedrunning it, it just wasn't exactly what I wanted. It was very hard for me to improve from the location that I got to. I'd have to put in a lot of work to get better. And I was not prepared to do that just yet. That's where Titanfall 2 is at for me. Okay, so it's 7 arrows apparently. Revengeance? Really? For some reason I expected that to be like 15. Download the game a few days ago. Nice. Guessing you got it off Steam. Very good single player. Fairly good multiplayer I don't understand. But that's kind of the point. You won't find a more chaotic FPS shooter. Other than more chaotic deathmatch FPS shooter. If like you go into Battlefield, things happen in that game. But it's a bit different. Quake is pretty chaotic. This is Quake. Please understand. I've never played Quake. Isn't it literally just Doom? Except old and not Doom? That is a bad explanation. Oh, it did it again! Why? Much Doom. Okay. That little bump is really annoying, and I don't know how to deal with it. Because sometimes it takes you out of the roll, and sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, no, ooh, he's dead. The other guy's really hurt, too. I don't know. I'd love to play Titanfall with people, but it depends. There is a co-op versus AI mode as well. That would be really cool to try out with people. I think it's 4 players. I know Chosen really likes Titanfall as well. I didn't believe. Grave jumping. Gradually look to the side. Don't you go faster if you go at a diagonal angle? Isn't that what it is? Hello. Please leave. It's even different from that, really. So it's not GoldenEye, is what you're saying. Diagonal thing is doomed. He just murdered that man. Mr. President. Here's something. Oh, he wasn't making any sound, and although I couldn't hear anything, usually you can still jump there. That's why that music's not, it's not really in a good spot. You kind of need to hear, I mean, you don't need to, but I would have known he was there otherwise. Doom was really cool for speedrunning because there was a lot done really early, just because you could save clips of the runs themselves, and they were really small. They'd clipped up the exact inputs you did, but you really couldn't get anywhere on anything else. You didn't need to do a video if you just copied all the inputs you did, and then just other people could run it. Really interesting strats for some of those maps. Okay. Can I throw the spear there? Probably. Maybe I should have ate the nuke. Easily killed it. I'll kill an orange for this guy, depending. I'll be an orange. Tiny man. He's running from us. Oh. The print is at 44%. Wow. Went up 2% in like half an hour. I should not have done this print. When is this gonna get done? I started at about 2 p.m. It goes for 15 hours. It's gonna go on for a while. And I kind of want to stay up so it doesn't catch the house on fire. That would be good. Man. I need a real strat through this room. There's a few ways you can do this room, and I just don't know. You can go up top, so I don't have to go up from bottom left. But then you don't get the boost out of the gate. Out of the pipe. Oh. Interesting to see the squid skater there. Oh no! Don't touch me, squid. Why? Okay. Everything was in the way. How's he bit so fast? For an orange. And they can do that. Really specific locations. Excuse me, did I grab 2 of them? He charged up so fast. We're getting better. Whoa there. I should not boost there anymore. Excuse me? Okay. That was good at all. That was actually terrible. But we're gonna roll with it. I think I should delete all my splits. I think all of these splits are based off of not the auto splitter, so they're gonna be inherently wrong. Hello, I like price. How's it going? Have you streamed lately? I don't know if I just missed anything, or if you just haven't streamed. Also, just generally, how's it going? If you even hear this. That was pretty good. Why is the white Switchkid way over here? That would have been really good if I grabbed that then, really. If I had a bat fly and there would have been a good chance I would have just wasted time trying to get it. You guys just can't bite him, apparently. He's back off. I mean, it depends. The flying ones are. I didn't eat anything, did I? No, I did eat the... But also, did you hear what I said a second ago, Pice? Yeah, see? Yeah. I was just wondering what was going on. Hello, have you streamed lately? What's going on in general? How are you doing? I don't know what to say, to be completely honest. Why did I quit out? Damn, exactly. Hope I messed me your animate percent time again. We'll see. I need to learn depths at some point, and that would improve my time quite a lot. Just right now, all that really matters to me is sub 14 if I was to do. Gonna make a couple of practice mods. If we can get a mod that does save states of just setups, that would be a lot for both just practicing and for the Taz mod. That would be a big deal. Does that make sense? I know in other games you can do save states. Oh, the gold split. No QOSC. No. Also, we killed the Guardian, the Garbage Worm, and Leviathan and Moon. And then finished that run just earlier. Just so you were aware. If you thought that was interesting, please go away, Noodle. Thank you. Because I know you saw that earlier. At least parts of it. I thought the poppers would have gone up. I've also been instant killed by oranges twice now. Of the 2 times I've been bitten by oranges. They're too powerful. Look at this guy. Linking her if she holds the spear. So, with that, we don't know. Toblerone's tested it out a bit, but there's still things to be tested, let's put it that way. None of us. But effectively what I did was, before I duplicated the green neuron, so I killed her and then revived her again. Yeah, Moon is not a creature, we won't get credit for it like in the kill feed. But still, being able to just despawn her is would be a big deal. I want to try to despawn her and Pebbles, which could be a thing. Base. Hello. I'm coming down here. Okay. Why? Why do they just not get stunned? I'm deleting these splits. None of these need to be here. Oh, I got to deal. It'd still be Moon, yes, but you'll slowly become corrupted. Like if you take her to, yeah. I remember you saying that. Pebbles is just Moon, except assigned to be Pebbles in only that room. If we could move Pebbles out of his room, he would be Moon. That didn't actually do it. What if we deleted it again? There we go. Change these attempts to 0. We can't get Pebbles to hold anything, can we? Except for the Neuron. Also, I had Moon. I dropped the Neuron. The extra Neuron. Yeah, I think you were there or not. I still don't. But you think it's probably funny. I dropped the green Neuron just outside of her range, and then it started floating. But she tried to go to pick it up, but it was floating, so she couldn't get it. Did you get a better mic? No. I did get a better camera, though, if you're asking. It should look a lot better, the printer. That was interesting. Might want to see that again later. The noise filter's making it. Ice Turbones recommended that I use something other than the default noise suppression. And supposedly it's better. I don't know. If it was just me. No. Else could leave the room. So that's just you can't grab the puppets. That is the iterators. In base game, that's probably just a mod. Yeah, no, that was an interesting double roll pounce that I got on that slope a second ago. Not sure what was happening. You can grapple the iterators? Yeah, but if is them being grappled and then you going through, you can, but yeah, grapples don't bring creatures with. There's just no reason to do that. They work like pipes, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Pebbles become... Yeah. So that was kind of what we were saying a second ago. Pebbles is Pebbles until he leaves his room. So any iterator puppet is Moon, except for in Pebbles' room, in which cases it will look like Pebbles. That is the code. It's starting to lag. I wasn't sure if that was going to grab that pole. Oracle is Moon, as far as I'm aware, yeah. Just a texture chain or different object? I have no idea. You hanging out? Man, I wish this room was connected to the one below us. It would make these giant pitfalls so much more dealable. Please, like, grab his body. Whoa. Get out of my way. I want this. Yeah, that is a good question. Would it look like few rooms that should make yeah. There's few in industrial, while the one directly up above the gate would be like that. This centipede's now questionable. I'll do it. Hello, Ripotter. I don't know if you, I believe you were in the previous streams, but we killed the Guardian, the Garbage Order, the Leviathan, and Moon. Twice. Well, actually, we only killed Moon once. But we revived her twice. In the same cycle. Thought you'd find that interesting. Yeah, I don't know what the puppets would look like if they were in different rooms. That is a good question. Would the AI just be Moon if Pebbles was moved? I didn't. Where my cash? Please still have... Okay. We'll just keep going so I can have base splits. The only kill that we're missing is Slugcat. We need to figure out how to duplicate Slugcat. It's time. So what? I got an idea. What if we did the Pinecone thing on a scavenger? And then we did a spear link and had the scavenger hold the spear, the linked spear. What would happen if it moved enough rooms away that it would unload the spear or us? Would we unload? Would we cease to exist? I need to know. No. Spear linking when you change regions? Not that I'm aware of, but as far as any of us are aware, weird stuff could happen because the Pinecone glitch, we wouldn't have noticed it. Let's put it that way, unless it was recorded. We would have known it was gonna happen. So as far as we're aware, other stuff could happen when regions are loading. I remember looking at it for a little bit, and I think the linking still exists. If one spear is not in the gate with you, I think it doesn't stay linked. But if both are in there with you, well, they both have to be in there with you. What am I saying? It's impossible for them not to be. Feel limited by the debugging tools. Are you saying the debugging tools aren't good enough? I always kind of felt like that might be the case, but I really wouldn't know. Well, didn't want to throw that. Good enough. I didn't entirely mean to throw the spear, but... Hello. You got me. Goodbye, spear. Wow, all the things spawned up there, huh? Never in the tunnel. Here's something. Oh, oh, good. This white lizard tends to be in this room more than I remember. Gets to get literally nothing and die. That's what he gets for being in there. White squid cicada. Lizard. Scavenger. I should slide there. I don't even need this squid cicada, but it makes me feel better about myself. Ooh, come on, there we go. Thanks for sleep slower for me. Yeah, it probably is. I'm not going to say it's not. If you can get it on the way to the first shelter you sleep in Sky Islands, perfect. This is a pole plant. That's like a 5% chance to spawn. Was the corner be what is what? I do not understand in the slightest what you're trying to say. My spear is gone now. Okay. I don't know if you saw that, Ice Torbrones, if you can clip that. Why? How could that have gotten stolen there? What is being printed? Exclamation point printing. I'm printing a Garchomp in dark blue. Because I want to. It's not as transparent as I thought it was. But the model is there. I've posed it in a way that I felt was good. I actually printed a small version that I've yet to take out of the supports yet, but yeah, but from what we understand, it needs to be in the same coordinates in the room over. Actually, yeah, they could have been. Never mind. Such a weird location for him to be standing. For some reason I thought that room before was one wide, and I was like, how did he steal it on the second screen? Yeah, never mind. It wasn't as interesting as I thought it was. Better. Why am I getting bombarded with texts again? Is a good idea. What does that mean? Are you joking? I feel like you're joking. Farmer race time. You want to be in farmer race by the 15 minutes mark. It's obviously coded in unsafe. Okay. That's what you mean. So having a squid cicada when you're exiting Sky Islands it can be a lot. It can help quite a lot. Foam erase. Die. Die. Oh, I thought that was not a scavenger. Honestly, I didn't need to do that. You killed Wub. Good. Who's going? Okay. Why you gotta be there, man? I am aware, Rivater. But if you're saying that to other people who don't know, yes. Please go away. It kind of did look like that scavenger, didn't it? I mean, Wobb's one is kind of generic. Yeah. Click that and send it to the wall. Don't actually. Instant death centipede? I'm ready. Okay. It's happened before. It'll happen again. Ow. Death. Oh. Okay. This isn't truck turning. Hello? You good? I don't think you're good. Get in the wall. Get okay. Next time, even though this is pilgrimage and not 100%, I'm still probably gonna throw that spear in the wall, just because it has a chance to still be in the wall when we come back. Because this one's still in the wall. I think it has a chance to fall off because it falls off 2 to 3 cycles later, and we're coming back the 3rd cycle. Ooh, that's not good. The 2nd or 3rd cycle. I think it has a chance to fall off. Thought you tested this before? I mean, I don't know for pilgrimage, because we're karma caching, I don't know how that really affects that. Yeah, spears come out of a wall in 2 to 3 cycles. I very much noticed that when we were making the ladder to get out of depths the first time I wanted to kill the guardians. Because a lot of them fell out when I took too long. Come to me. Yes. Good. 2 of them came. Interesting. Do not turn around. Okay. Turn back around again. Why are you like this? Oh my goodness. The cycle timer is not long enough for this, please. Why did he turn around? I should stab one of them. Okay. The problem was he turned around. And then the other deer was there, so it's kind of like, I don't know what to do, man. No, you listen to me, man. Like zoinks, man. 90 runs have died because of deer. I wouldn't say that. I would say 100% of runs go slower than they should because of deer. Deer don't really end runs anymore. They used to. Especially on pilgrimage here. Especially on... Actually, not pilgrimage, because we need to sleep halfway there. Just because of how we have to get to certain locations. We just need to get to the end of this room, and then we're fine, actually. Nice, too smart. I remember, right before you found it, I was like, huh, I should test that thing where you put a puffball in your stomach, but it probably doesn't lead to anything. It just kind of crashes in the game, and then he actually figured it out. So that was amazing. I don't think I would have found it though. I would have found that it freezes the game, but he found that there was an actual functionality and it got past the grass. Which I probably wouldn't have noticed. Actually, I don't know. I previously have gotten crashes that have done that exact same thing. Rammed my deer at Mach speed and shoved him into the grass. Yeah. This is called normal deer behavior. Please understand. I'm kidding. But, yeah, weird stuff happens with deer. You just can't handle it. You'll die eventually. Please. Please die. Murder. Homicide, even. Yeah. I know that the developers themselves are like, yeah, we hate deer. They're not made good enough. Just died right where the grass ended. Yeah, weird stuff happens with deer. You just have to slowly learn how deer work, and then on the really rare occasion, like the one you said, stuff like that will happen. That's not something that happens, really, at all. I'd love to know why a deer went that speed, because if we could abuse that, that would be amazing. I'd see if someone would find functionality. Well, previously, at least in my experience, with that functionality, is that normally in that case, the game just crashes. And you can't move at all. But I knew that if you paused, it would update the visuals. So if I accidentally tested the same thing he did, I probably would have found it just as much as he did. Because I knew that if you paused and the game's lagging like that, the visuals would update. Normally it's a game crash, and I probably would have thought it was a game crash too. Wouldn't starving here be a lot faster? We need to hit an echo, Pies. And then we need to be close to getting the farmer raise. I want to do the least amount of deer rides I can do, so I don't want to be back in Sky Islands. If that makes sense. I forgot the puff before, and there also wasn't a deer anyway. It was fun, I cannot die. Yes. Sub to FA speedrun when we figure out a good way. That's a loaded question. A lot going on with that. It depends on where you start with that. Also, we're doing the glitch right now. Just accept it for what it is, okay? You suck the puffball in your stomach next to the deer. And then this happens, and the deer doesn't get updated. The grass doesn't get updated. There's not a speedrun of all Lone Locks yet. No, two people have done it. That being Ice Toblerones here. Scary glitch. It's actually quite easy to pull off. Just you can't see what's happening, and say scavengers were in front of me, they could still kill me. Put it that way. But all you need to do is put a puffball in your stomach next to a deer that's near the ground. It then basically crashes your game. And if you're on Switch, or probably also PlayStation, it actually crashes your game. Right where it happened on that section, the steps part, I'm guessing. But Pilgrimage, we're just getting 4 echoes, then ending the game, as is the Steam achievement, except also ending the game. But I hope what I said makes enough sense. Just fairly easy to pull off. You do not want to go into a pipe when you're doing it. You want to be second to be in the room to the deer as well. Then you want to take the puffball out and it ends the glitch. Do not enter a pipe, as I already said, while the glitch is active. Yeah. Deer pushed the deer down the stairs and crippled him. Well, he'd probably still be able to move just fine. Just, his AI might have broken. And he might have never moved again. Which happens when extreme things happen to deer. Also, really try not to feed deer the puffs. Or try to steal it from them, because sometimes they break because of that, too. Can you go through gates after recovering for starvation? Yes. Just if you go through a gate and then starve, you can't go back through the same gate. Does that make sense? Because technically, as a full cycle, a correct cycle hasn't gone by yet. Which is also why tripling works. Because the game hasn't correctly saved. And so if you enter a region, leave it, enter it again, and starve, it will triple. If you enter a region, starve, leave it, and enter it again, it will also triple. I didn't get a puffball. Give me a second. This is probably the big centipede, and I'm scared now. Oh, no. Please go away. Bad centipede. Okay. That's fine. We just need to finish the run once, so I have splits to run against. That centipede's almost consistent. We're coming out there. I don't know if anything I just said makes sense to people who don't know what the stuff I'm talking about is, but I don't know. If there's anything that could ever be said about this game or asked about this game, I could probably answer it at a mechanical level. Well, that was dumb of me. Turn around. Okay. Not even scared of centipedes, and I hate them. The centipedes in this game are dumb because you could hurt them a lot. You could do a lot of things with them. They can always grab you. That's why they're dumb. No, once you do a correct save, like you don't starve. You can do whatever you want then. Centipede head, body, and tail. I mean, Rob already has that, if you notice that. He just can't put it on his stream. Because he has enough emote slots. What's the pinecone glitch you mentioned earlier? Lots of things. The way to put it is pinecone, throw it in a gate while the next region is loading. There was a pearl. Oh wait, that's just the... I didn't need to pause again, or whatever. Pinecone glitch. You have a pinecone, you bring it to a gate, you throw it in the gate. Purposely throw that to hit the popcorn because it isn't enough food. Scavenger's here again. Didn't actually bite that because we're rolling, because of course you can't. Throw it in the gate when it's loading. You get covered in the bees right when it's loading and you're linked to everything. And then just going forward, if you pick something up or have something in your hand, if you go to a room where that original room you picked that thing up in, or you had it when you were in the gate, that thing will disappear. It will unload. It will entirely cease to exist. And if you try to throw it, it lags the game. It lags the game to a degree that you can get by Wormgrass using it. It also lags the game to the degree of a few other things, but stuff unloads. If you're holding up a creature, it will also work like spear linking works as well. I mean, pin teleportation specifically, where if you carry something that is large-bodied like a lizard through a pipe while it's pinned, which there's not a lot of situations where you can do that, you'll go to the exact coordinates of that previous room where it was pinned in the next room instantly, which can and will kill you if it's in a bad spot. And it has killed Rob, and on one occasion, and it stunned him in front of a vulture in another. He was the one that accidentally run into it a bunch of times. And then I put the pieces together that it was the same thing as something that Hoku was working with a long time ago, which was grubs and hazers. If you pin them to walls next to the pipes, you go through an area, it also just stays pinned in the same position. But basically that happens now, except a bit more naturally. Is it actually used in any runs? How many pinecone locations do you think you know of? Is the problem there. And this is something found recently, so routing, we really haven't thought about it. Really just haven't thought about it. You got the echo right? Yeah. But there's not a lot of places slide and leap strat there. I don't know what strat you're specifically talking about. I really don't. There's not a strat we've spoken about that I'm aware of. Please stop touching me. He's still touching me. Why have you got to be like this, Dan? Oh. Oh. So could have been bad. So they're freaked out. They don't know what's happening. They can't hear correctly. But if they run into you, they still instantly grab you and can kill you. Okay, we're going under. Need to go now. Down the ravine. Yeah. I do not fully understand. Well, I've not fully figured out how to set up just falling really fast and then not dying. Push me, friend. Yes. This geometry doesn't exist. I'm gonna say that every time I go through there now. someone usually asks. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, what? Why did you fall and then come back up? That was dumb. We should have been done already. I couldn't even see him. I was just looking at the centipede that could easily have just gone straight down. Stay where you can pounce upon touching the ground, you probably won't die. You can fall too fast and still die. There's points where even that won't save you. Okay. Normally you would have died there. That was pretty good. Regardless. I think you still die if you fall the full length down one of the sections. I always throw that so everything starts moving in the room. The last thing you want is something to be stuck in a location in the way of where you need to go. Okay, game. Okay, game. Just keep lagging. It's fine. You're holding a spider or scavengers, you move really fast while in your pipe. Imagine Hunter any percent. I mean, yes. I can't move. Okay. Nice. Why would it miss if I'm directly in it and it would throw higher than my body? That's dumb. I should lay down in that situation. Nice. I don't know why it held that, but whatever. Don't worry about it. Excuse me? I'm moving the whole time. It shouldn't be able to do that. So if it's just holding on to you and you don't move, it will grab you eventually. But it just grabbed me the moment I was getting touched by the wormgrass. Huh. That might be... They might work together in that sense. You died fall damage? No. The spitter spider did the kind of grab you. Interesting. I think I just hit the side of the ledge there. Spitter spider kind of grabbed me, and if you just keep moving, it won't actually grab you. Like the wolf spider. Why did that... Stupid. Why did that do that? Except the moment I touched the worm grass, it just actually grabbed me, which is not something that I'm really aware of. So maybe just the fact that the worm grass kind of affects me and slows me down, change that. He's back off. But it kind of seemed like it worked together there. Like how this spider is grabbed onto me right now. If it's connected with me for too long, it will just grab you. And both of the spiders can do that. Questioning what was it? Knocked. Ooh, good for us. Well, I probably didn't even need it. I want to get that roll and be able to get up there, but it's so just not there. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. Annoying. Please let go of me. Spider was not in it, but you don't like this part. Hey, it depends. It really does. It's just not good. It really isn't. That one, like the whole centipede section, and then you get to the one wide pipe you have to go through up at the top there that I was just going through with the centipede and the teal. And you just have to hope there's nothing in the way. And maybe there's a spider there to speed you up as well, and it's just terrible. I've even had the red centipede in the next room. Me completely unaware that it's there and have it kill me as well. Okay, that's dumb. I feel like you should be able to make that. Driver is the best run. I mean, if you just want to play the game mechanically. Drop the rock. Oh, no. Right here. Isn't Monk any percent the best now? Because that's what you're running? Right? Right. You know, that roll in that too wide spot, I've gotten that for a really long time, but I never put it together that it was because of the angle of my joystick. Like, I've done that a lot. I'll take 2 spears. For no reason. I'm not gonna do it right here. I'm questioning if that's a good idea. Before I continue with it, I think. You know what? I would love to do a tournament for something dealing with Rain World. But I know there's not going to be enough people for it to be really worth it. I really want to commentate runs and just do stuff with that. I really do. I can't think of anything else to do. I mean, there's certainly other things you can do. I'm gonna get it. Didn't die. gonna be popular. There's not enough people. You get all your friends to speedrun Rain World, and I'll set it up. There's nothing more that I want than to commentate runs. So, why I really like doing the marathon stuff. Why I really love to do other stuff. World record is free. No. Monk world record isn't even free anymore. The Hunter any percent has like it's still things to get better at, but I can slide here, right? On this part? Oh wait. We should just slide up here. No rock for this slide, though. I'm gonna slide upward into it. Yeah, that's why I'm glad to see there's a lot more runs recently. A lot more people who are finding all their other stuff as well. Want the hop, set, and roll. Yeah, I know that, but if I can't jump out of it, I just stop caring. Like, I only care for the, what is equivalent of the hop if I'm just throwing stuff raw, and then I'm jumping at the right time afterwards, which I'm not doing well anyway, but... Is it right here? I think I can't even see anything. Yeah, it's right there. Okay. Doing that in actual run just is... Man, can't see anything. Actually go down a square. It's just really weird to me because I can't fully tell, and you need to be at the perfect position. I mean, it's different in filtration because you can still tell where you are. In this, everything's distorted, and it's going to be distorted differently every time. Grab a neuron. The neuron wouldn't help that much. Still the distortion, the fact that I can't fully tell where the flat part is. Just jumped too early. Alright, we finished this run, so we have all the splits. That wasn't that great. Well, 47. I mean, this being under an hour is just a lot compared to Survivor. Why is this part of the game included in runs? What do you mean by that? I mean, it is more for Legacy regions. So we only care about just entering the part where the camera follows you for the rankings. Like, the time is stopped at 47:40 for me, for the rankings. But we're gonna want both times to both locations because, one, if you get a personal best, you're probably gonna finish this section anyway. And two, well, might as well. I don't know how to explain it. Just we're basically just cutting out the end. I still want to see this section, but I'm not gonna. If you don't show me this section, I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, you didn't do that part." I won't allow it. I would still be okay with it. Just for personal bests, you should show the swim. because it's the actual ending of the game. Getting the sub 20-minute time, yeah. That meant I was going for that for a very, very long time, and I was glad that I was the first person to get that before you guys. Because that's what I really cared about. Everything else I knew I couldn't catch up with, but I should do other things anyway. That. I mean, where are you right now? Aren't you still at like a 1930? That's still a good amount of time. You need to get lucky. Really? I didn't think you got that far down. Time to play on controller. To get those 12 seconds from swimming. We all know it's really important here. Okay, I don't know what I want to do at this point. I'm glad I got these splits set up though. So the print is only 51% done. Nice. It has been 8 hours that the print has been running. I almost feel like playing a different game, but I don't know what I'd want to play. I would actually be up to playing Hunt Showdown though, but I'd probably be playing it by myself. I don't think anyone that has it's around right now. Some other games I've been thinking about playing on stream. I don't know if I should do them now, of all things. That was good though. It wasn't as good as it should have been, but all right. I think, unless somebody has a suggestion, I'm probably done for now. I'm probably not going to bed until this print's done, so I have another 8 hours, probably. But I'm gonna work on something else. And I don't think people would want to watch what I'm be doing. Let me check something real quick. Bad Twitch. Sample names doing probably League of Legends. They're doing Twilight Princess randomizing. Look at that in a second. Oh, they just started streaming. Huh. Oh yeah, for those who don't know, exclamation point modeling, but I've been working quite a bit of time on this Zoroark model. That's the same ones that I've been using to print and such. And I've now gotten it that it works on VC face. So I basically what I'm saying is I have a VTuber model now that works very well. I'm waiting for a thing to come in that tracks my hands, and then I intend to effectively make my own model and not use a ripped Nintendo model. But I don't even think I would use that stream regardless. VTuber point reveal. I don't know how many points that would be, but that is not. It's just not something that immediately appeals to me to do. We'll see. It works very well. A lot better than I thought it would. And I'm not even using the good program. Although it doesn't really let me kind of walk around my room as much as I'd want to. I like to talk very visually if you'd ever meet me in person. All right, for whoever's here, choose music person or Twilight Princess randomizer. Do it right now. Say it right now. First person who says it, we're rating that person compared to the other one. Music person, it's happening. Okay. By no means do people have to stay. I'm going to be rating Marky Mark Sachs. I've talked to them fairly off and on. Not dealing with their music stuff really. But effectively, what they are doing is they're doing like a radio show on Twitch right now. And everything they're doing, I think, is amazing. And they've been doing it really, really well. But effectively, people come in, they share their music, and he listens to it, and everybody gives feedback on it. I've really liked how he's set up everything. I don't fully understand what's happening. Say that, but yeah, that is the basic gist. Don't feel like you need to stay. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna Press raid now. Now. After I wait for a awkward pause amount of time. Yeah, goodbye. I might stream in like 4 hours because I'm not going to bed until this print's done. But I need to work on something else in the meantime. But yeah, goodbye. Hello, Lord Dan. I might stream later. That's about it. All right, goodbye.